How's it going, everyone? My name is Kase, and in this episode of TFL Bike, you join me and the TFL Ram TRX on a little excursion. We're taking this truck over to High Country Harley-Davidson to see what some of our local motorcycle riders make of our new super truck. And this is really just an excuse to get this beast out on the road, listen to the way it sounds, and get some people's first impressions of what they think this truck is like for seeing it in person the first time. So let's go ahead and jump on it because I'm excited to get this truck on the road. I've had a brief opportunity to drive this truck just around the block, but this is really my first real experience with it. And it's awesome. I mean, there's really very little to complain about. Our basic goal with this video is to see what bike guys think of a truck like this. Would it work for the kinds of things that motorcycle people usually use their truck for? And honestly, at the end of the day, it's just an excuse to get out TRX, let people see it, get some reactions of what they think of the truck, and it's also a reason for me to drive it, which I'm not going to turn down. Here we are pulling up to High Country Harley-Davidson. As you can see, there's a Challenger right there, so we've got some Mopar fans. Let's see what these guys think. So what's your name?
My name's Alex Martinez.
All right, Alex. So you just told me that you've actually got a Ram. That's your daily driver now?
Yes, sir. That is my daily commute. I got a Ram 1500 Sport, so that's my pride and joy. I've always been a Ram guy.
So what do you think of this versus your Ram?
This puts mine in the mud.
It's pretty mean.
Yeah.
Looks real cool. Multi tires out of the factory. Cool rims. Hell. Beautiful color, beautiful interior.
Well, you know, first of all, it's got enough power. You know, and I mean, I just have my single Harley in a, 6x10 foot trailer, towing Louisiana, Florida. And the thing ain't so much the power, it's the torque and the towing capacity.
Wow. Are you cool if I give it a little bit?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Wow. I was taking a look at those pipes too. Those things this thing is a beast.
Since this is the TRX, we've got a little.
Oh my God.
A little T-Rex eating a raptor.
Oh my God. That is so cool.
It should come as no surprise that motorcycle riders would get a kick out of a 700 horsepower wide-body truck. But what about motorcycle riders that drive different truck brands? You have the older V8 Raptor.
Yes, I do.
So with the newer generation going to the V6, what do you think?
I'm not a big fan of turbos.
Okay.
So when they went down from the 6.2 to the V6 turbo, I wasn't a big fan of it.
Right.
But this step up with the Hellcat engine on.
Yeah, it's hard to go wrong with the supercharged V8, right?
Can't go wrong with that.
But I am impressed, I wish, of course I'm a Chevy man, but I'm really impressed with all this horsepower. I would consider it. I mean, I don't know when I'm going to be able to afford another truck, and I know these aren't cheap, but that would be my main thing was like, I love the power and the torque, but what does it actually do under towing conditions? I would want to see some feedback and reviews from that.
Hey everyone, this is Kase from TFL Bike with our Ride Smarter Tip of the Month brought to you by Rider Justice. Did you know that most drivers and motorcycle riders are underinsured? This can leave them unprepared for catastrophic medical and liability expenses as a result of an accident. Ride smarter. Make sure to have a minimum of $250,000 in underinsured coverage. You also want enough liability insurance to care for a passenger that may be injured while with you. And last, if you feel the urge to get out on your bike on a nice warm day this winter, activate your insurance before you hit the road. You'd be surprised how many riders forget this step and end up paying the price. To learn more, go to riderjustice.com, the champions of biker rights, on the road, in the courtroom, and now across the country. All of the Harley riders I spoke to use trailers to move their bikes, which makes sense because they're heavy. But what if you ride something small like a dirt bike and you want to put one or more of those in the bed of the TRX? Fitting 2 dirt bikes in the back, it would be possible, but it's not ideal. So if what you're planning to do is carry around motorcycles in the back of your truck all the time, especially with this tall suspension, might not be the ideal truck for that. However, if what you're mostly planning to do is pull a trailer, go camping, and just put the occasional dirt bike in the bed, that won't be an issue at all. We actually did the Ike Gauntlet with this truck, and it had a dirt bike in the bed when we did it, so it's possible. It's just not what it's really built for. Anyways, that's all for this video. Be sure to go back to tflbike.com for more news, views, and real-world reviews. We'll be sure to bring you any content that we think might be fun, even if it's not necessarily completely about motorcycles.